Hey guys, Trainer DC here, coming at you with another video. On a random Tuesday at the end of March, the Pokemon Company decided to announce that Pokemon Champions is launching on April 8th on the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2, with the game coming to mobile devices at a later date. I talked about Pokemon Champions a while back and was really high on it. I really do think that this is going to drastically change the franchise going forward. If you want to hear my full thoughts on it, I'll leave a card up above to that video. But in all honesty, after this official announcement came out the other day, I can't help but notice some things about Pokemon Champions that I'm a little bit bothered by. Obviously, Pokemon Champions is a free-to-play app. It's free to play, however, there are more premium bonuses you could get by buying certain things within the app. This is how every free-to-play game works, right? This is what was expected from Pokemon Champions the day it was announced. Nothing's too surprising there. However, when you look at Pokemon Champions website and you see the amount of premium battle passes or premium memberships that they have, it's a little startling to me. So first and foremost, let's just go over the different premium options they have available at launch for Pokemon Champions. The first thing that we have here is earn rewards with the battle pass. Make progress on your battle pass and earn rewards by accumulating season points as you battle in Pokemon Champions. SP can be earned by taking part in ranked battles, among other things, and will be awarded for both wins and losses depending on how the match went. Your battle pass and season points will reset each season, after which you can look forward to new rewards. So essentially what they're doing here is kind of like your Fortnite, right? You get these battle passes for 31 days and every month you'll have to get a new battle pass to unlock rewards in the season. As of right now, there are two different versions of the battle pass. There's the battle pass and the premium battle pass. You can earn plenty of cool rewards with the battle pass, but purchasing a premium battle pass unlocks even more rewards. You'll find that each season's premium battle pass will feature exclusive clothing too, perfect for flexing on the competition. Certain rewards obtained with the premium battle pass, such as Megastones, can also be purchased from the shop using victory points. And this is where my first problem with Pokemon Champions is going to arise. The moment I saw that there is a battle pass for Pokemon Champions, I was like, oh boy, that's not a good sign, because that means every single month, given that these are going to last for 31 days, you're going to have to buy a new battle pass to get the Megastones for certain Pokemon. Like we could see in this image here that the battle pass has Dragonite's Megastone. However, it seems like it's in the free version of the battle pass, but if you want the second reward, which is an Emboar, you then have to get the premium version of the battle pass. And you may say to yourself, Trainer DC, I already have an Emboar. Why does it matter? Why do I need the battle pass for that? Well, rank 4 of the battle pass looks like Emboar's Megastone. At least I'm guessing it's Emboar's Megastone. But yeah, so some of the items, some of the Megastones are going to be exclusive to the battle pass, but it says you can get them at a later date. However, Central Leaks is reporting that apparently you earn 200 VP per battle, and in order to get a Megastone, you have to get 2000 VP each, which would mean you have to complete 10 battles to get a single Megastone. And remember, there's about 100 Megastones at this point within the franchise, so if you want to get every single Megastone in the game, you would have to complete 1000 battles. And I guess if you're someone who's going to play this hardcore, that's not really much of a problem, but for someone like me, I'm interested in playing Pokemon Champions, but I'm not someone who's going to sink my teeth heavily into it. If this came out 10 years ago, I probably would have, but I just don't play competitive Pokemon like that anymore. I don't play as much with friends and whatnot within the Pokemon world. I really just more so play for the story itself, having my living dex and shiny hunting. I don't play Pokemon battles as much as I used to. On top of there being the battle pass for Pokemon Champions, there is also the starter pack. If you're raring to get into the heat of battle, the Pokemon Champions Plus starter pack for Nintendo Switch is here for you. The starter pack will make it easier to both obtain and train Pokemon, perfect for constructing a wider variety of teams. So in addition to having this monthly battle pass that currently there is no price within the US for it, based on the Japanese pricing, we can surmise it's probably going to be about $10 per month, which is a lot of money if you ask me for, you know, a 1 month battle pass. That's $120 per year approximately. If it is indeed $10, it might be a little bit less, like 9 or 8, but it's kind of hard to tell because again, we're going off of Japanese yen and usually the US price might be a little bit higher there. But on top of that, you have the battle pass, which estimating it based on the Japanese yen, it's probably going to run $7 to $10, maybe $7 or $8, but that's a one-time purchase for you getting the game. It's like, okay, what does that get you exactly? Well, it gets you more PC boxes, some trainer tickets, and some other tickets you can use in the game. That's already 2 ways they're monetizing this game, which I'm I'm not a huge fan of. I knew this game was going to be monetized, but we have two different systems for monetization. We have the Battle Pass system, which is monthly, and then a starter pack, which is a one-time purchase when you get the game. But not only that, there's another type of monetization for this game, and that is the Pokémon Champions membership. Training just got even easier. Paid membership adds a variety of features that will further enhance your battling and training experience in Pokémon Champions. Players with an active membership can store more Pokémon in their boxes, have more battle teams usable at one time, unlock membership exclusive missions and battle songs. That is approximately going to be $45 to $50 USD based on the Japanese yen price for this thing, and that's a yearly membership, so it's once per year. So basically, if you want to enjoy Pokémon Champions to the fullest extent at launch, you're paying $7 for the starter pack. You're going to be paying $10 a month for the battle passes, which approximately is going to be $120 per year. You're also going to be paying $45 to $50 for this premium pass, this premium membership. So let's just say, for argument's sake, that the starter pack, it's going to be $7, $8 to maybe $10. Let's just say it's $8 for argument's sake. That's a total of $178 per year to play Pokemon Champions. Again, the starter pass is only one-time thing. You do it once, you'll never do it again, but that's still $170 per year to play Pokemon Champions. Again, you don't have to do this, but it's very clear that if you don't do this, it's going to be much more difficult for you to play this game, to just get the Mega Stones and to just have Pokemon available to you. And to be honest, for me, I feel like the only thing I really care about for this game, I'm not gonna, you get once per day, you can get a Pokemon to rent, and if you want to keep them permanently, you have to pay 2,500 VP to keep them permanently. I don't really see the point in that all that much, unless if you don't have mainline Pokemon, because you could just transfer your Pokemon over from home. I feel like that's what most people are going to use this for, although if you don't have mainline Pokemon, this is a great entry point into the series. It's free to play, you can play it on mobile devices, but it's very hard to really compete in it if you're not paying for it. And what I'm getting at here is, my bigger issue with this is, if I want the Mega Stones, which for me, I would want all the Mega Stones. I would want the Z Crystals when they eventually come to the game. I would want the, different items and whatnot that I would need for certain Pokemon. Like if you have a Porygon 2, which for some reason apparently they've confirmed that at launch at least and for the foreseeable future, there will not be any Pokemon that are not final stage evolutions in the game, which is really just head scratching to me, but okay, I guess if we're going to do that, why not? Porygon 2 is pretty massive with an Eviolite. I used that for years in the X and Y and Sun and Moon days, and I still have that Pokemon in my Pokemon home. Guess I can't bring him into Pokemon Champions, but the main thing I want from this is getting my Mega Stones, getting my Z Crystals, getting the battle items that I need to competitively play in this game. And in order for me to do that, you're really going to need to get the paid version of this game. You're going to have to get these paid passes, because otherwise it's just not feasible for you to get all of these Mega Stones. There's 100 of them almost, so that's 1,000 battles you would need to do just to get the Mega Stones alone. That's not to mention that you also have to get battle items too. Do you want an Eviolite? Do you want Rocky Helmet? Do you want the glasses? I forgot what they were called, but the spooky glasses or whatever they're called. You would need to also unlock those in this game by using VP. Oh, not to mention that VP is also the way you do EVs on your Pokemon and train them for battle. So in order for you to change moves, in order for you to train these Pokemon, you're going to need to use VP, which is also the currency for you to get items and Mega Stones and eventually Z Crystals. This game's not going to be very feasible for you to play for free. You're going to need to get the battle passes at some point, and I just am not a fan of just the battle pass model in general, but we knew that was coming for this game. But the fact that it's not only a battle pass, it's a starter pack and a membership, it seems like they're really trying to milk this cow dry in Pokemon Champions, and that really is turning me off to this game quite a lot, honestly. I just can't believe that a battle simulator, if you want the full extent of it, is going to cost you $170 per year, not to mention the $7 to $10 it's going to take for you to get the starter pack. And look, I don't think the starter pack is all that necessary personally, although it is a little bit sketchy to me that you can only hold 30 Pokemon in your boxes unless if you buy the starter pack, which adds an additional 50, and if you get the premium stuff like the membership or battle passes, you can then get more Pokemon in your boxes. That's a little bit sketchy to me, because aren't we paying for Pokemon Home for that exact purpose, and now you're basically charging us again for that within another app in Champions? Like, that's a little low in my mind. As it is already, you're paying yearly for Pokemon Home. I think it's what, $18 a year for Pokemon Home? You're going to charge us then even more money to get these Pokemon into Champions. Although I will say, I am someone who probably wouldn't have 30 Pokemon in Champions at a given time, but if if you're someone who's actually, wanting to play the VGC, which is a whole nother point of this that I didn't even mention, if you're a competitive Pokemon player and actually play competitively and go to Worlds every single year, you have to pay for this. You don't have a choice. They announced that the new format's going to be in Pokemon Champions going forward. So basically, if you want to continue playing Pokemon competitively, you have to pay $170 per year, not to mention your time at these tournaments and the cost that it takes you to actually get to Worlds and all these tournaments in general. It's a very expensive predicament, and I'm just kind of, I don't want to say at a loss, but I'm very disappointed to see how much they're milking this thing with Pokemon Champions. Again, we don't have the confirmed US prices yet. It might be more expensive than I'm saying, it might be less expensive than I'm saying, but from what we can gather thus far, I'm really disappointed with Pokemon Champions. Like, this seems like they took their mobile games, your Pokemon Go's of the world, your Pokemon Sleeps of the world, your Pokemon Cafe remixes. Back in the day, Pokemon Duel's a game that I put a lot of money into, and it seems like you're just amplifying that tenfold and charging a lot for, in my opinion, not all that much. Like, I'm really gonna have to pay around $10 a month for a Megastone. That seems kind of absurd to me. Like, I'm gonna get, what, 2 Megastones for $10 a month or 3 Megastones for $10 a month? Well, there's 100 of them, so if that's the case, let's just say there's only 3 per battle pass. Well, that means you would have to have the battle passes for 33 months. Okay, let's say it's a bit more than that. Let's say it's 5. That would mean you would need to have the battle passes for 20 months. 20 months times $10 a month is $200. So in order for you to get all the Megastones, that's $200 potentially. It might be more, it might be less. Either way, I'm a little bit down on Pokemon Champions. Like, yes, I will try it at launch. I will download it. I will see what it's about. Will I get the starter pack? Probably not. Will I get any of these battle passes? Probably not. Maybe if I want to get a Megastone or something, I guess, or if I get super into it. But the amount of monetization in this game has absolutely killed the interest I had in Pokemon Champions, because as is already, I am not a huge competitive player, although I thought this would be fun to try out and would be fun to have a way to play with all the different formats, with all the different gimmicks all in one app. But the way they're handling this, the way they're monetizing this, it's killing my interest for me. I mean, I cannot believe that you're going to charge a starter pack, a battle pass, and a membership. Like, if you want to do the battle passes and charge $10 a month, I do think monthly is kind of a bit much, because what Fortnite usually runs for 3 months for a battle pass, I think charging $10 for 1 month is a bit absurd. But if you want to charge the battle pass monthly and that's all you want to do, okay, again, monthly is a bit much, but whatever. I'm not going to hum and holler over that too much. But the fact that it's battle pass on top of membership on top of starter pack, that just seems like you're really milking us for our money here. Like, come on, we all love Pokemon. We're buying the games as it is already, not to mention that, yeah, you're paying for the games. You have to buy the games for $60 to $70 to maybe even $80 next year, because we just found out that Nintendo's going to raise the prices of their physical games by $10 for a release. So Pokemon Winds and Waves probably going to cost you $80 a pop. So if you get both versions of the game, that's $160. If you have Pokemon Home yearly, that's $18 a month. So now we're looking at $188 plus the $178, let's just say, to get Pokemon Champions is going to give you a grand total of $366 to get your foot in the door to play Pokemon Champions to its full extent. And that's just talking about Winds and Waves as one game, not to mention all the other games you bought. So yeah, I really feel like they're taking advantage of us Pokemon fans here, and I'm not liking the business model here for Pokemon Champions. Anyways, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about all this. What do you guys think about Pokemon Champions? Do you agree with me that it seems like they're trying to milk us for all we have here with Pokemon Champions? We're already dropping a lot of money to play your games. We're buying a Nintendo Switch, a Nintendo Switch 2, the titles that you've released. We're paying yearly for Pokemon Home. Now you want to charge us $178 for 1 year of Pokemon Champions if we want to use it to the full extent? Like, that's rubbing me the wrong way a bit. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this from Trainer DC. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.